So why is Medicaid one of the worst systems in American government? I want you to picture this. You're a hardworking person. You work over 50 hours a week, and you have a serious medical problem that needs attention. You have blood coming out of your rectum. And this is an example that happened just 2 weeks ago with one of my patients. So you wake up and you have blood coming out of your rectum. And so you call to try to get to see the stomach doctor, the GI doctor, and they say, yes, we can get you in tomorrow. So they go through the whole intake process, and then it comes to your insurance. And you have Medicaid. Now, Medicaid is a government-sponsored insurance program for people who make a certain amount of money. And then the GI doctor says, I'm sorry, our first appointment for Medicaid patients is not until 3 months from now. Well, you book the appointment. And then you look at your options. Your options are 1, just forget about it. Blood coming out of your rectum, well, it's not that big of a deal. 2, talk to your primary care doctor. But they're just going to tell you to go to the stomach doctor for the necessary tests and procedures to figure out what's going on. 3, wait 3 months for your appointment. 4, go to the emergency room and see if you can bust through those doors and get in to see the GI doctor sooner. What would you do? And what does that tell you about what your citizenship status is? Does that tell you that you're a citizen with equal rights, equal privileges to people who aren't on Medicaid, or does it tell you that you are a second-class citizen? Now, a lot of us would say, listen, I would go to the ER and bust my way through the system. And you can do that because in America, if you have an issue, you can go to the ER and it doesn't matter what your insurance status is, they have to treat you. It's law. And sometimes that can bust through the system. But it's estimated that when you use the ER this way, it costs the system about $30 billion a year. Now, about 1/3 of that comes from people on Medicaid and who are uninsured trying to bust through the system because they have no other options. ER is about 12 times as expensive as coming in to a clinic and getting treatment. And it's an enormous waste of money. But what are you going to do? You have blood coming out of your rectum. Now let me tell you, it's not the GI doctor's fault. Because for me, when I do a cancer surgery on somebody, I get paid about $450 by Medicare, and that's about break even. But when I do that for Medicaid, I get paid about $100. So break even's $450, Medicaid pays $100 after enormous amounts of hassle. And in between there, that's just money lost. And so you have to ration your care. You have to limit how many people come into your office, otherwise you would go bankrupt in a month if you took as many Medicaid as is the need. You can't do it. Your business is gone. It's not the GI doctor's fault. It's the system's fault. Because the system has this tiered ranking of citizenship. Those who can afford it, they get good care, and those who can't, they're second-class citizens, and you'll get the care you need when we have time for you. It's atrocious. Now, there is a solution. We could have Medicare for this whole population. That's about break even for providers, and people wouldn't be treated as different tiers of citizenship. They would just be citizens. And the fiscally conservative approach to this, it fits nicely because the amount of savings that will be had when everybody can get the care they need and not delay care, which increase costs, will be enormous, just from the ER example alone. From a socially responsible point of view, well, we know we have to take care of people because life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness starts with life. And if you're not healthy, how in the world are you going to have liberty and the pursuit of happiness? We need a system of the people, by the people, and for the people, not different caste systems depending on if you are worthy enough of good medical care. It has to stop. This systemic and structural discrimination that is built into our system is atrocious, and we are better than that. And when we realize that if we have a system that covers everybody for the basics of human health, it will save enormous amounts of money, not just from a medical standpoint, but also from a living up to your potential standpoint, so that we can stand on our own 2 feet and continue to be hard workers, not waiting for 3 months to get blood coming out of our rectum looked at. The choice is yours and it's mine. Either we start looking at all of these systems for what they are and how much they are truly costing us in an effort to save money, we can come to the table and figure out a better system that will work for all of us, all citizens, not different classes of citizenship. It must stop. When you start actually looking into it and not just sticking to whatever political party you say is right, but actually look into the data, you will be amazed. And it comes to one solution with personal and collective responsibility and accountability. Medicaid must end, and it must be replaced with a system that doesn't have different tiers of citizenship. To learn more common sense solutions, to learn how you can personally get involved, and to be the change you wish to see in the world, subscribe to this channel, and we'll let you know when new videos are out. Please also check out the book I wrote, Universal Death Care, a solution for healthcare in the age of entitlement.